Hi friends, we are continuing to work with the process delivery roadmap, that is solution design document. The solution types means, so while we are automating any application, a process in any application, we need to automate like an entire application. For example, if you are working with the banking domain, may have like various business functionalities like a home loan, personal loan, gold loans, car loans, and then there are like various steps. For example, while we are automating like one area, let us say like credit cards or debit cards, we will automate only that particular area. So we'll see like what exactly we are going to automate, and see in the solution types there are like different types of automated solution that can be applied to a manual process. Consider this abstract process comprised of like manual steps like from 1 to 9. So if you observe here, so it have like 9 consecutive the manual steps like a M1, means M stands for like a manual, M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6, M7, M8 and M9. And full automation means in ideal scenario is when all manual steps can be automated and the entire manual process can be replaced. If you observe here from A to 9, A stands for like automation, the entire manual steps can be replaced by automation. So for simplicity, the effort is in manually resolving exception cases has not been illustrated here. So, but whereas we have designed so far only like in ideal scenario only. And partial automation means if complete solution cannot be achieved, then it may be possible to automate a sequence of like contiguous steps within the original manual process. In ideally, the effort in the manual remaining manual steps would be offset by the saving brought by automated steps. So if you observe here, only few steps left like M1 and M9 manual steps, and then so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 and 8 steps becomes automated. We'll call it partial automation. So this kind of partial automation in adjustment to the remaining manual steps is required to enable the automation. So for example, the step M1, the user may need to prepare structured data for step A2 to consume, and similarly the M9, the step M9, the user may need to become a recipient of a handoff from A8. Means, so here we can be able to automate a process A2 to A8, and then M1 and M9 can be manual. Means for example log in and log out. And next one fragmented partial automation, means intermittent so if a continuous automation cannot be achieved, and then maybe an automation can be applied to more than one sequence of steps. If you observe here, some sequence is automated and some sequence become manual. So here the links between manual and automated steps need to be considered, so weighing up the overall benefits. So if the handoffs require new manual effort, then it may be so it may an idea of automation, but if a synchronized interplay can be achieved easily, then and the fragmented automation may work. And next one, restructured partial automation. So to avoid a fragmentation, it may also be possible to re-engineer or to reorder some of the manual steps, so to facilitate continuous sequence of automation. So if you observe here, and these M1, M4 and M5 steps can remain manual, and the M9 is automatic, is also remains manual, and A2, A3, A6, A7 and A8 steps becomes automated. If you observe here, the steps 1, 4 and 5 have been arranged into manual sequence and enabled to 2, 3, 6, 7 and 8 to be automated in one stride through the process. And so whenever we get a documents from the business analyst or SME, so we'll get all this information whether it requires whether we are going to be automate the process in full automation or a partial automation, and then it's a fragmented partial automation, or so restructured partial automation. Okay, in the next video we're going to see the solution layers. Okay, thank you for watching. Please stay with us for more videos on process delivery roadmap. Thank you.